today is quite interesting.
I'm really happy to introduce my guest today. We are all about the boobies. Sex surrogacy.
You should be feeling yourself up
Every chance you get. This is happy hour.
happy hour.
Happy hour. I'm really happy.
I don't think you're happy enough.
And now, it's Happy Hour with Dana Pepper.
Welcome to Happy Hour. I'm Dana Pepper. Now listen, you might want to just go ahead and grab yourself a glass of happy because today we are continuing with our thankful theme of the month. And we're showing some love and giving much praise to one of my favorite subjects, men.
Amen,
Yes,
girl.
Good. Now,
Amen.
let me warn you. This episode might get a little raw. So if anything I've ever said has made your eyebrows raise, then prepare yourself today. But because I'm going to tell you what, preparing for this show, it had me literally, I was in heat all week. Oh girl, wow. I'm telling you.
My.
Because
more than usual?
More than usual.
Really?
Because now this was the actual subject. It was just men, what I love about men, how they look, how they feel, how they taste. I mean, I was like, oh my God. See?
How they taste.
Right? I love men. So, there's more than one. There are many reasons why I love men. There's lots of reasons. And I'm going to try to get to all of them today. I doubt it, but I'm going to try. What the good thing is, though, I'm going to have a lot of help because in the studio today are my beautiful blonde bombshell BFFs.
I like it too,
Miss Angie Bernard and Miss Jennifer Sinaway.
Thank you, love.
Welcome, ladies.
Thanks for having us.
You can call me a blonde bombshell anytime you'd like.
I know. Me too, girl.
I think you guys, I think I'm going to name you my blonde brigade.
Okay.
Ooh, I
And
like
you
that,
guys just
too.
come in and drink with me all the time.
Hey, I'll be here to drink
sounds like
for
usual.
sure. For sure.
Absolutely.
I'm like AA, except it's just more supportive.
Right. She's more of an enabler than anything.
Everybody's got to be something.
Everybody's got to be something.
Wait.
I appreciate that role you play in my life, though.
problem.
I'll drink to that.
I'll drink to that.
Cheers. Cheers, ladies.
What I like is, though, that you developed a show and we're talking about something, and men aren't always recognized for their good qualities. A lot of times they're being bashed, and I tell you what, I love men too, and so I'm really excited about being here.
Let me tell you what, whether it's carrying the groceries, whether it's checking the oil in my car, changing a tire, or just killing a creepy bug.
You forgot buying me things.
Oh, right.
That's what I like the most. It's buying
Well, that's
me
Angie.
things.
Yeah.
That's just, no, it's not. It ain't just Angie. Let's keep it real.
We do like a man that takes the tab, please. Every woman loves that.
Dude, I had lunch with a guy yesterday, and that MFer actually looked at me strange when the bill came. Like, yes, girl. No, you know what? We're not going to talk about that because we're praising men. That's not the show. All right, so let's get started with why we love men. You know what I love about men? I love how easy they are to please. Because as a woman, I recognize that I am high maintenance and impossible. But men, sex and food. Right?
No,
yeah.
I've been finding the opposite. They're all emotional now, which can be good, but I just wanted them to have one emotion instead of so many.
Well,
Okay.
That's your guys. Like, what emotions are they having that you can't deal with?
So they want to talk about feelings all of a sudden. It's like, golly, Jenkins, you're doing that thing again. That talking thing. That talking thing.
I can't agree because there are a lot of men that do have LBS, which is little B syndrome.
Little bitch syndrome?
Absolutely.
A lot of men do have a little bitch syndrome.
Right.
And we're not talking about those men today. A lot of them are whining and complaining about their feelings. They're jealous. They're all those things that we're not talking about. But I tell you what, though, a man that communicates is excellent.
A man that can communicate is a good thing, and they should be praised for that. Let me tell you what else they should be praised for. There is nothing better than when you're laying in bed and a man slinks in next to you and takes you in his arms, and he's like, I'm Tarzan, you Jane.
Ooh. Yeah, right? Then a man plays a man role. It's fantastic.
I love it.
Like, I just let him manhandle just a little, well, not just a little, a lot of it.
Right.
Especially with a strong female, because a strong female wants a strong Tarzan.
Exactly. I have always been the hold me down and make me take it kind of girl, but it takes a strong man to do it.
And these are personal conversations, I'd like to point out. We have these conversations on the regular.
Dude,
but
this is what we do when we're drinking. This is our happy hour.
I think it would be hard to hold you down. That would be, I mean, that's a feat.
Let me tell you something, though.
Well, she's a little petite.
I am a little person, but listen.
Feisty as hell.
I am feisty, but listen. So, I met a cowboy. Ooh, yeah. He is a cutie cowboy.
You were the cowgirl?
No, listen, I haven't ridden this cowboy yet. So
darn it. I know this is going to be a good story.
You don't know about the horse yet. You don't know if he ducks or what.
No. But he has horses. He does the rodeo thing. I've seen pictures with him with the lasso. And I'm thinking to myself.
He knows how to tie you up.
Thank you. I mean, he's up there with the rope and the tying things down. Yeah, we could play.
You already know I like a good cowboy.
I'm already thinking about it.
Boy.
See, now you see why I've been in heat all week.
Yeah. When he starts talking about a rope, I'd be like, I got a couple knots.
Dana is dating and available. Men look out, and she wants a cowboy.
Hey. All right. So, what else? What are some other things that we love about men? I like when you sit on a man's lap, right? And you ask him, "Oh, should I get off? Am I too heavy?" And he's like, "No, baby, you're good. You're light as a feather."
I love a strong man. Yes. And I'm kind of a thick girl. I have an athletic
You're
build.
voluptuous.
I'm voluptuous. Yes. I've got curves. I'm not as, how do I say, slender as you.
Right.
But I am fit. But I tell you what, when a man will just pick you up over his head and carry you, or put you on his shoulders.
I'm saying on the wall.
Even
against the wall.
Up against the wall.
He can hold you. Like, that is... I mean, I don't know about just sitting on his lap for no reason. I mean, if we have clothes on, that's kind of a waste of my time.
Right.
But I would just say, I'll sit on you.
A strong man and somebody that cares about their physique is absolutely 100%, but stronger than you.
But yes, they have to be stronger than me, and they have to care about their physique because I work too hard on this. You know what I'm saying? And if he's going to get a playground, I need something too. But I love me a strong man.
I like it, but not too much because I don't need them go to the gym overtaking me out.
Oh, no.
Right. No, you don't want a meathead.
We don't need a gym fanatic. No steroids. No steroids. No gym fanatic.
And
none
I'm
of
not
that.
putting shots in your booty. Again, I did it once and I'm not doing it again.
Dude, I totally had to do that once for a guy that I dated. I did. It was during my college years, so we're going way, way back.
Oh, shit.
But, dude, yes, he was he used to compete in those competitions, so he would, eat nothing but, boiled chicken and stupidness. I mean, but yes, I used to have to give him shots in the butt of whatever it is.
He's long gone.
He's long gone, yes.
Yeah.
We're still friends, but
of course. Men, steroids are not sexy. It ruins your parts.
Exactly.
And it makes you mean.
It makes you
not for us.
Back knee is never a good thing.
Back knee?
I'm just saying. It does. It does. And it makes things shrivel. It's like, I can't deal with this.
No, and nobody wants to. All right, so speaking of back knee, this is a horrible segue into my next point that I love about men, but I'm going to do it anyway. Men that cook.
Oh, yeah.
That is just sexy.
It's
when a man cooks,
fantastic.
especially when they're standing in the kitchen in their bare feet jeans with no shirt on.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. And they're pouring me wine, and I'm just watching them cook.
Sitting
I'm like,
on the
sizzle,
counter,
baby,
yes,
sizzle.
Okay, but what about breakfast in bed?
Even better.
I don't like crumbs in the sheets. I don't like crumbs in the sheets.
No,
I
you
just
have one
don't.
of those little trays.
If they have a tray, that's just weird.
Well, so
What
you're
do you
messy.
mean? That's just weird. A tray to put the food on.
I can walk my pretty little booty over to their bar.
Oh, you know what? No. Bring me breakfast in bed any day of the week because after I eat, we're going to have sex and then I'm going back to sleep.
And go ahead and feed it to
I'm
me.
going to eat before I go back to sleep because it makes me hungry.
Right.
I don't know about you guys, but it makes me hungry. For some reason, I'm like, I need a veggie burger, which I'm a vegetarian, so it sounds weird. But I want a veggie burger, fries, and then a nap.
Who in the
Maybe
hell
a back rub.
craves veggie burgers?
Angie.
She's like, I want my Boca Burger and stat.
And stat. No,
With some vegan cheese on top. Get out of town.
Cooking is sexy.
Bring me some bacon and eggs and French toast and fresh strawberries, and it is on.
Dana
does sound pretty
loves
good.
to eat.
I do. Don't let my size fool you. I'm a good eater.
Yes.
All right, so next one. All right, the way a man reacts when he's watching a football game.
I'm passionate.
Right?
The Bucks. It's hard to be a Bucks fan. I get it.
But in general, men are fun to watch sports with because you would think they had just bet their house and car. I mean, they're yelling at the screen. I mean, that's when they really get passionate. But when I see all that passion build up in a person, especially a hot man, and now I just want to jump on them, right?
And it transpires into the bedroom. Because if they're not even passionate about a football game, what other passion are they going to be? They're going to be like, okay, this is fun.
For me, not necessarily professional sports, because we know what comes along with that. But I love a man that will play a good sport. I mean, of course, we can watch the game together and stuff like that. But a man that has enough passion to play the sport and get dirty, I love that.
I like a man that can
dirty,
get dirty.
I like that part.
I do too.
Definitely.
Now, I'm not going to rub all over him while he's dirty.
I still would do that.
But unless I got dirty with him. Oh, okay. That's a different kind of dirty. Right. After he's been playing in the field.
There's many kinds of dirty.
There's many kinds of dirty. Ooh, yeah. But no, after he gets all cleaned up, like there's nothing better than bringing a man a towel while he's in the shower. Because as soon as he steps out, he smells good. He's all wet and dripping. And
I'm in the shower with them, so I just can't even bring the towel.
That's an even better point. Just get in the shower.
It's kind of like the jeans with no shirt.
Yes.
So sexy.
Very,
with a little bit of a droplet of water here or there.
And they have that little muscle where the pelvis, that little side hip muscle.
That area is so hot. It's made for a woman's hands.
Yes.
You grab that area.
Or for you to bite.
Ooh. Yeah. Even better.
I thought that was a given.
Baby, you know what I'm talking about.
I like biting. And
bruising, biting.
What will you know how I figured out that cheating? You know how I figured out that the olfactory sense in your nose was connected to your taste buds? Because the smell of a smell of a good man will actually make me hungry. Like I will literally want to eat him.
So
be careful, guys.
Hungry.
Okay, so like when he's freshly shaved and his face is all nice and clean and he's got the aftershave on, I mean, that's a face you want to grab and sit on. I don't know.
I do love a smooth face with slight stubble.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Full beard, no, not sexy.
See, I don't like a full beard.
Anything over 5 days, not for me. I don't care for it.
But I will say this. So when I met this cowboy, he's sporting a full beard right now, but he's doing it for charity. So I can't really get on him. He's doing it for the whole men's health thing
November,
for the month.
Right.
Yeah. No Shave November, and we can holler at our boy.
No, but Cedric always has a beard, though. Cedric, you're always
like a beard.
But not that
He's not
much.
conditional.
Cedric, do you always have that much?
Sometimes.
Yeah, well, the cowboy has a full thing sporting, and I'm like, But if I showed you pictures of this boy,
what about when he's getting,
he go downtown Julie Brown?
Right.
No, you gotta manscape. You can't be having all wild. I haven't written this
face.
Oh no,
he goes downtown Julie Brown. It feels fantastic because all
with a beard.
You think?
I don't know.
They're gonna start doing it right.
Oh,
you're
I might have to try
all
that.
The wrong beard because it is the tickler and the saver, and you know what I'm saying.
My. Talk about after hours with Dana Pepper. Stay tuned for the new show.
Yeah, right. All right. Listen, if you've got a story to share, if you want to talk about why you love men, if you are a man and you want to chime in and show your love for us showing you love, then go ahead and give us a call at 727-441-3000 or toll free 866-TAN, T-A-N, 1340. We're going to take a break, but when we come back, I'm going to give away some tickets to a great Tampa event that's happening this Saturday, the Bourbon and Brew Fest. And we're going to get into our top 10 favorite male body parts. So,
I like
you're not going to want to miss it. Come on back to Happy Hour. Everybody loves a good happy hour conversation, especially when they get a little strange. So I'm looking for the most bizarre or scintillating happy hour conversation you've ever had or overheard. Submit your story and you could win lunch for two at the Center Club. Then listen to Happy Hour with Dana Pepper every Thursday afternoon at 5 to hear the winning story. Go to Facebook.com/Happy Hour with Dana Pepper to share your story. And don't forget to like the fan page. Cheers. Next week is Thanksgiving, and I too will be partaking in the turkey, stuffing, and sweet potato pie. But that doesn't mean no happy hour, because next week, the thing I'm most most thankful for is reruns. If you missed the very first episode of Happy Hour, where I answer the question, what is a sex surrogate? Then tune into Happy Hour with Dana Pepper next Thursday afternoon at 5 on the Tantalk Radio Network. And may you and yours have a very happy Thanksgiving. Got a message or new product you'd like to get out to NASCAR fans? Well, here's your chance. Baldwin Racing is currently seeking marketing partners for the NASCAR Whelen Southern Modified Tour. This 2-day event during Budweiser Speed Weeks at Daytona International Speedway will have live television coverage of the race and enthusiastic fans tuning in nationwide. For more information, call Baldwin Racing at 813-841-7251 or visit daltonbaldwin.com.
This is the Tantalk Radio Network.
And we are back. Welcome to Happy Hour. And me and my girls, Jen and Angie, we are showing some serious love to men today.
Yes.
And all the reasons we love men and we praise men. And as soon as we went to break, I was like, oh my God. Is it just me, or is it, damn it, hot in here?
It's hot in here.
It's hot in here. This is what I'm talking about. I've been in heat all week.
I don't know if you would actually call that heat.
It's hot.
Hey, so Dana, take off all your clothes.
Okay, yeah. Ooh. No. All right, so
See it on YouTube tonight.
Exactly. No, that's a different kind of show altogether. All right, so let's talk about and get specific. Let's talk about male body parts.
Love
because
it.
There are lots of them that we love. And I don't want to talk about just the obvious ones. We'll get there, Angie.
Okay, fine. Don't tell me what to do.
You're so direct, girl. We're looking for the indirect
Yes,
love.
let's talk about...
There's that word again, the L word. Ugh.
What's the L word?
No, we said love.
Oh, yes, this is a love man show.
Okay, I thought it was a like show. Whatever.
No, love men. Okay, so first male body part. The sharply shaped shoulder.
Okay, that is my number one, and
See?
Thank you for bringing that
Absolutely.
up. Number one.
I will drink to that.
Drink to
cheers.
that.
Yes,
And
cheers.
my favorite place to nibble on and leave a little mark.
Other than that pelvic area that you mentioned?
I would say they're both about neck and neck, but that shoulder is my number one. Love it. A male shoulder. Your shoulders tell me so much about you, man.
Like
Yes.
what? What does it say?
What they can lift.
Well, yeah.
Oh, I'm 130 pounds. Bring it.
well, what they can lift.
I was that way at 18. So
If your shoulders are weak, you're weak.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
that's a very good point.
It
Because,
is.
I mean, that's like the easiest thing people work out, especially for guys. I
Right.
mean, they're always doing a lot of chest work.
Yeah,
Especially if
I
they're
do
working.
10 push-ups a day, and I think my shoulders
10?
are pretty buff. 10 push-ups a
10?
day. That's all. What? What?
Well,
I also run 2 miles and do Pilates. It's not like that's the only thing I
as
do.
women, if we work out, we know that, you do your biceps, your triceps, you do all of your work. But when you get to your shoulders, you either go down a little bit in weight or you keep the same weight, but you're not going to do as many reps. Basically, that our shoulders require a lot of specific attention.
Right.
So for me, men, attention to detail, attention to their shoulders, super sexy.
Okay.
Very nice.
I didn't even think about attention to detail.
Me either, but I like that because that's a great character trait. All right, so let's move on down to the chest. I like a nice chiseled chest. And what's interesting is that some men will find it surprising that a woman is into their chest, but they shouldn't because men are into our chests. Why would it surprise them that we are into theirs? And they can't have the fake ones. It's the real deal or nothing.
The real
And you
deal,
don't want
holy
them to
cow.
have the, I don't even know if I can say it on the air.
Go ahead.
The BTs.
What is the big... Oh, the man boobs?
Yeah.
Yes.
But,
Oh, no, not sexy.
No, that's not sexy.
That's not what we're talking about
bad.
here. We're talking about those lovely
I love the pectorals when they're toned. That's what I want to see.
Are you guys turned off by hair? How do you feel about hair?
I'm
no
not
hair?
turned off by hair, but I need a man to be well groomed. Like, he can't just be all, hair coming out of everywhere, doing whatever it wants to. Manicure that stuff. You don't have to shave it, although I would prefer that because I like hairless. But I'll deal with hair. I was in love with the hairiest man in the world.
Does
for
the
7
cowboy?
years.
Does the cowboy have hair?
I don't know. I've not ridden this cowboy
See,
yet.
I like a little bit of hair because it reminds me they're a man. I don't like the shaved chest. It's a little too little D-bag for me.
A little douchebag.
I'm so not into that look, like where they have the whole shaved body.
It's a little too metro.
It's a little too metro for me.
Like the metro, though.
You can.
Right?
For me, I just like a little hair.
The hair's growing on me. I agree. Okay.
The back, shoulders. I mean, yeah, if you got to shave that, I get it. Guys, when you start getting older, it loses your head. It comes from your head and it grows out everywhere else. I get it. That's why I'm dating younger right now. But
we're embracing our inner cougars.
I agree with you, Angie.
I'm a puma.
I'm a little bit of hair. The shaving is kind of a little too metro.
Yeah.
It's like I'm insecure, something, whatever. Maybe a little grooming. I get that. But the hair on the chest, I've come to appreciate it because that is a sign of a man.
Yes.
And we're at the age where guys have hair.
That's true.
I mean, it's not like we're 18 anymore. I mean, it would
Right,
be
they're playing
fantastic.
soccer and shaving their legs. I'm like, hey, baby, my legs are as smooth
that's not
as you.
cool. Don't shave your legs.
All right, but manscaping is fantastic.
Manscaping is a necessity.
It is a necessity.
Yes.
From downstairs
on up.
Yeah, you better be downstairs.
No, we're not going downstairs unless there's manscaping involved.
Yeah.
Seriously. All right.
Very
but
true.
speaking of manscaping down there, that brings me to lips.
Oh.
Yes, I love a man.
A little more sensual, huh?
With sexy, luscious lips. Like if they have really thin lips that I can't bite or suck on, like what is that? I can't work with that. I need a little bit of puff. Just a little bit.
I could do
so
the
that I
thin.
can bite it at the bottom lip. I love that.
I can do the thin as long as whenever you're kissing, they actually use the lips to kiss. When they start going thin, they have great lips and they go thin to kiss you. And I'm like, what's going on here?
Yes.
I need some passion.
Exactly. You want the lips.
Yeah.
Yes. Cowboy
Too
had
big?
cute lips.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I like the in between. Too big.
No, I don't want the too big.
I don't like the too big because then you're like, I breed with you, and then our kids are gonna be like super DSL.
Oh
like,
no,
it's not gonna work for me.
See, I'm done breeding.
You actually use the term DSL. I love it. That is good stuff.
But we're talking about men. So wouldn't it be PSLs?
Oh yeah, PSL.
Right.
No, I'm
It
talking
could
about
be DSL. We are talking about men. It could be DSL.
We're going to get into why we love gay men. What?
I said we breed. We pop out a little boo that has some DSL. No, we're looking for right in between, like you said, something with just enough voluptuousness,
right?
To kiss,
right?
To chew on,
right?
And as long as they're going downtown Julie Brown and getting it done right, you can have whatever lips you want. I don't care.
Well, thank you, Angie.
Okay, gallery. Speaking of downtown Julie Brown, let's talk about a tantalizing tongue. Yes. A man. Oh, yeah. See, now you girls are heating up like I've been all week.
I might take my blazer off.
If there's one talent that women appreciate immensely, it's a man's ability to use his tongue as though it were a saliva.
And take direction. Because we're not all built the same.
No, that is true.
No,
that is true.
Take direction. Take the advice. I'm not pillow talking. I'm actually giving you orders.
Right. Do as you're told.
Yeah. And then we all get out alive.
Right. Also, there's some indirect, like, with listening.
Yes, you can listen, and we don't always have to give clues and signals or whatever.
We might push you this way. Go.
Yes. Yeah. If we're moving your head, if we're moving our hips, go with the flow.
Yeah.
And get it done. All right. Moving on. Hygienic hands. Now, I say hygienic because when I look at a man's hands, like I'm imagining his hands on me. And if I see all kinds of dirt and nastiness under the fingernails and whatnot, those are not hands I want in my mouth or anywhere else.
Right.
But a
haven't
man
run into that yet.
Right, but a man with, and you don't have to get manicures or whatever, but keep your fingernails clean because a nice set of strong hands, that's what I'm thinking about.
And trimmed fingernails. I don't need the long fingernails.
Don't even get into it, girl. The non-trimmed fingernails trying to get the job done.
No. You're going to cut delicate flesh? That's not cool.
No. And stuff gets under your fingernails. It just does.
You mean like our stuff gets under their fingernails?
Anything can get under their
I
fingernails.
had to say the other day, if you got to get in the shower and get you a little toothbrush for the shower for your nails, whatever, if you're not going to go out and buy something specific for it, get a toothbrush, clean it all up. Because, your cowboy, they're playing in dirt.
Right.
But you know what? When you get in that shower, clean it up.
Clean it up. That's all we're asking. But a man who keeps his hands looking nice, can definitely see those hands. And trimmed. I can definitely see those hands.
Trimming is a thing that you should use a lot of places on your body if you're a man.
I think the word of the day
is manscape.
Is manscape. Trim, manscape. All right, next one. Honed hips. I think we talked about that earlier.
Yeah, that little
area,
muscle. It's hot.
It's made for a woman's hands because you can find that hollow under the ribs and just get in there. A woman's hands belong there.
It's directing you
where to go.
Like, you really need direction, but it really is giving that little accent.
It's that V. That V
that V
is
sexy.
It is.
You know how hard it is for us? Not that we want it, but us women, we go for the flat stomach and for the V. Men that are toned with that V hip action. Oh my goodness.
And it doesn't even have to be like a ripple. It just has to be just a little speed bump, if you will.
It just has to be a little visible. Just give us a little something.
My hump.
That's hysterical. All right, next one. Awesome abs.
Oh, see, I don't mind a belly. I'm going to be honest. I really don't mind a belly.
See,
I know, Dana, you hate
big old belly will turn up.
Big old
Dude, if I got to lift up your belly to get to what I'm trying to get to.
I'm not talking about that. I'm saying
happening.
A little belly, like belly on a guy is not bad for me. Like, I think they're men. They drink beer. That's fine. I have a little belly, and I don't mind it. I don't need a huge beer belly like Santa Claus type stuff.
Right.
But I don't need a six-pack. Six-pack is just a bonus.
Right.
But that's kind of where I'm at.
Okay, I will agree with that to an extent. I don't necessarily need a six-pack. I'll take a 6 or an 8, but I don't need it. But if you have protrusion over the line of your pants and your belt, and it's just a big thing hanging over, I just don't find that sexy.
It can't be sitting on their lap like a pregnant lady.
You know what I'm saying? That's not hot.
You know what that shows?
Pot belly. I'm still a little pot belly. I don't mind.
Well, you know what that shows? It's like if they don't take care of themselves, how are they going to take care of you?
Are
they rich?
Are they rich?
So what are they just gluttonous? They're just like, I'm just going to go out to lobster night and I'm going to eat like 18,000 pounds of potatoes and drink whatever I want and do whatever I want.
No, you can do that. Power of the V. We can do what we want.
Right, but I know, as long as he pays, right?
Right.
No, you want a guy that takes care of himself because if he cares about his body, he cares about yours.
I do like that. I like that a lot. But I will say, I've dated men, because there was this really nice man, and you knew this guy, Mr. Financial Guy. Speaking of nicknames, all of our men have nicknames. So Mr.
And I really, super.
That's my favorite. He was such a super sweet guy. Financial Guy was awesome, and he was attentive, and he was generous, and he,
respectful.
He was respectful. I mean, he was such a perfect guy, except physically, it wasn't happening for me, but I gave him a shot.
I remember this guy.
I gave him a shot because I didn't want to throw away a good guy when he had all the right stuff on the inside, but on the outside, it's like, dude, it's never gonna happen. I can't do it. I can't bring myself to kiss him, let alone start the juices flowing for anything else. It just wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah. But then again, I love funny. So if a guy is funny, the other stuff, it doesn't really bother me as much. And it just doesn't. And Dana, you can attest to it. I mean, I have dated some guys who are a little bigger, thick guys. And I don't mind it because they're funny and they're sweet.
That's because you're drunk when you were with them. And so you don't care.
They bought my drinks.
Exactly. And there's our point.
I think I'm maybe at just a different point. I love the tall, the fit, the strong.
Well,
who
doesn't love that?
I know, but I see what you're saying with the disconnect. Like, if you're not there physically, the guy can be all the great guy, but if he doesn't put time into his appearance and his physique, then honestly, you could lose the girl of your dreams because she, like Dana said, she's running a few miles every morning. She's doing 10 push-ups. She's not trying to get super big pecs or anything because she's already got the chest, if you know what I'm saying.
And mine are real.
Well,
we know that.
So are mine. They're just barely there.
God bless that chest.
Yeah.
Because... Ooh.
My girls.
Your girls.
My
girls. I know that you bring them along
everywhere
time.
I go.
But a man, it's like you can have the full package, and maybe that's the 80-20 for some people, but possibly, if he can step it up a little bit and he has all of that, then you will be irresistible to everyone.
I agree.
I'm going to have to disagree because I think that every person is physically attracted to other people. And when you look at somebody, if you could be the hottest guy in the freaking world, and if you are dumb as a doornail, I can't do it.
I agree with you.
If you are an okay-looking guy and you've got a little bit of a belly and you're funny, charismatic, I'll be all over you like white on rice.
I agree with that 100% because just like I had to let financial guy go because of the weight thing, and the physical situation, I have dated or gone out with, just Adonis looking. just my ideal look that just from a picture looks like Liam Hemsworth. Like I'm getting moist thinking about him.
Girl, is that your celebrity crush?
6'2", 6'3", blonde, blue-eyed, just tall, thick, beautiful looking. And as soon as they open their mouth, it's like, ba-dee. That's all, folks.
Are we getting to the eyes?
Dude,
because you mentioned eyes, and I'm like going crazy.
I can't handle stupid. Like, that's my deal breaker. I don't care how hot you are. I don't care what you look like. If you're dumb as a box of rocks, I got to say goodbye.
Yeah.
But, yes, let's get to eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Now, they don't always have to be blue. But
as long as one isn't looking at the other,
right? I'm doing pretty good.
As long as one
it's just my attraction. That's just what I'm attracted to.
Right? You want them to be able to go in different directions on their own.
I love
or go in the same direction.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know what you're into, Dana, but I like them to be, like twins.
You're giving them a sobriety test. You're like, please follow. Please follow.
And every eye is going wherever they want.
Hey, look behind you. Who's behind me? Is there somebody behind me? What's going on here?
Oh my god. Well, I love the change, like the blue. Sometimes they're blue, sometimes they're green.
So you're attracted to me?
And sometimes they're heaven.
Sometimes they're heaven.
Talking to me too.
I like that. Sometimes they're heaven.
Yeah,
God, that should be in like some kind of a porn book.
Porn?
Bad.
Oh my gosh.
And they're heaven.
Yes.
A romance novel, if you will.
But then it doesn't matter what color the eyes are, just that they're deep and soulful, and you can stare into them, and you can imagine what they'd look like staring at you from certain angles.
It's the depth in the eyes.
Oh, yes,
that's what I wanted to say.
In the eyes. Yes,
it's the how do you say it?
You can see into their soul,
right?
Like type thing.
It's the
texture. It's the texture in the eyes.
Yes.
It's kind of like, okay, you look in their eyes, and some people have like the rings, and some people have this and that, but some people have, and I can kind of see yours from afar, but like a man that has these gorgeous eyes that have like a ring around it, then like this multi-dimensional color the eyes, and you can see that behind them in their soul there is so much more.
Love it.
And that's where the intelligence comes in.
Absolutely.
Well, that doesn't. I don't think what's happening in their eyes always denotes intelligence.
Well, that's
right. They could be dumb as rocks and have
they could
pretty
be
eyes.
dumb as rocks and have the most beautiful eyes. I've been there, done that.
They're supposed to be the windows to the soul.
They're supposed to be.
If you can look into somebody and you can tell you're talking to them and they're actually there.
Right.
They're not like just looking at you like, when's my laundry going to be done? Is the football game over? They're actually looking at you and paying attention. That's usually the look I'm giving them is like, oh my God, will he shut up?
Will you please pour my next glass of wine? Thank you. Pop it open,
you know what?
You're doing this thing again.
We are going to take a break, but before we do, I want to mention that this Saturday, we are going to be at Bourbon and Brew.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be an amazing event happening in Seminole Heights here in Tampa. It is Tampa Heights Waterfront, and I'm going to actually give away tickets. So if you call into the show today, or if you leave a comment on Facebook.com/happy hour with Dana Pepper, if you leave me your email address, I will send you free tickets to this event. It's going to be awesome. Lots of drinking. From Jim Beam, Maker's Mark, Knob Creek, all the brews you can imagine, and lots of entertainment. It's going to be awesome. So participate, call in, leave me a comment and your email address on Facebook.com, or call in at 866-826-1340, or if you're local, 727-441-3000. When we come back, I'm going to have my guest, Mr. Elliot Katz. He's a best-selling author of Being the Strong Man a Woman Wants. We'll talk to him. Yeah, right. We all do. We're going to ask him some questions, and then we'll talk about some other stuff having to do with why we love men.
Men, call in. We want to hear from you.
We want to hear from you, so bring it. All right. This is Happy Hour. Everybody loves a good happy hour conversation, especially when they get a little strange. So I'm looking for the most bizarre or scintillating happy hour conversation you've ever had or overheard. Submit your story and you could win lunch for two at the Center Club. Then listen to Happy Hour with Dana Pepper every Thursday afternoon at 5 to hear the winning story. Go to Facebook.com/Happy Hour with Dana Pepper to share your story. And don't forget to like the fan page. Cheers. Got a message or new product you'd like to get out to NASCAR fans? Well, here's your chance. Baldwin Racing is currently seeking marketing partners for the NASCAR Whelen Southern Modified Tour. This two-day event during Budweiser Speed Weeks at Daytona International Speedway will have live television coverage of the race and enthusiastic fans tuning in nationwide. For more information, call Baldwin Racing at 813-841-7251 or visit DaltonBaldwin.com. Next week is Thanksgiving, and I too will be partaking in the turkey, stuffing, and sweet potato pie. But that doesn't mean no happy hour, because next week, the thing I'm most thankful for is reruns. If you missed the very first episode of Happy Hour, where I answer the question, what is a sex surrogate? Then tune into Happy Hour with Dana Pepper next Thursday afternoon at 5 on the Tantalk Radio Network. And may you and yours have a very happy Thanksgiving.
This is the Tantalk Radio Network.
All right, welcome back to Happy Hour. We are talking about and appreciating and showing our love to men today.
To men.
We love you. We will drink to
We
men.
like you.
Cheers.
I'll drink to
Hopefully everybody out there has themselves a glass of happy. All right, so for this next segment, I want to introduce a very special guest. He is the author of Being the Strong Man a Woman Wants, Timeless Wisdom on Being a Man. And this book, just to illustrate how popular this book is, it's currently being translated into 24 different languages by publishers in Europe, Asia, and Latin America. It is Mr. Elliot Katz. Welcome, Elliot.
Good to be here.
Hey, welcome.
Thank you so much. And I must say, Elliot was able to come onto the show at the very last minute. I just got into communication with Elliot last week, but when I saw his website at beingthestrongman.com and I, found out about his book, I was like, what a perfect guest to have on for our topic today.
It really is.
So, Elliot, tell me first, why are women so frustrated with today's men?
Because they're not strong men. All the messages that so many men have heard today about being sensitive, develop your feminine side, they've gone to the other extreme. They don't act like men. They don't traditionally.
Amen! Oh my God! That is awesome!
Praise the Lord.
Is there like some kind of applause we could get? Jesus Christ!
That's Angie's number one complaint with men is that they're not manning up. Yeah, it's a pussification.
Holy cow.
So then, Elliot, what's the answer? What's the solution? What can a woman do to make her man into her hero?
Well, you have to encourage him to be a man. See, men don't realize that this is what women want. Like, when I talk to groups, the men will turn to the women and say, this isn't what women want. And then the women will say, yeah, just like you just said, this is what we want. So to teach them, show leadership, make decisions, take responsibility. So when a man asks you to make a decision, I've had women say to me, a man asks them out on a date, even just to go out for a cup of coffee. He can't even decide where to go for a cup of coffee.
You know what? Let me tell you something.
That happened to me.
Nothing annoys me more than when a man's like, hey, do you want to go and do something? Yeah, sure. And then he's like, well, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? What time do you want to eat? Like, I want you to be an effing man and make some decisions. Tell me where to be. Like, allow me to be a girl.
You asked me out. Show up prepared. Do not show up to my house on a Saturday night in shorts. Don't show up late. And don't show up and go, well, I didn't know what you wanted to do, which happened to me Saturday night, which I almost choked him out.
Do you know what is super sexy? Hey, Saturday night, 7 p.m., wear your best dress you have. We're going somewhere great, and I will be there, and I'm on time.
Yes. Excellent. Elliot.
Be a man with a plan.
Thank you. Exactly. So
Elliot, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I'm picking it up, too.
Oh, my God.
I'm loving it. So then, Elliot, what can men do to gain a woman's love and respect? Break it down for us.
Well, start acting like a man. Be a man with a plan. Show leadership. When a man can't even decide where to go for a cup of coffee, how can a woman marry such a man? How's he going to handle real crisis? In family life, there's problems, there's challenges. How's he going to handle real problems? So show leadership. When you see a situation, make decisions. Be a man with a plan.
Absolutely.
Take responsibility. If something happens, don't blame your wife or your girlfriend. Take responsibility.
Take
Be the
that
man of the house
ownership.
and solve the problem. Work on solving it. But, so many men, they'll give in to what the wives want or the girlfriend wants, and then it goes bad, and then they start blaming her. Oh, I knew it would go wrong. And then they just start, I says, you're not going anywhere because people still hold you responsible. They expect you to be the man.
Absolutely.
Take responsibility for what's going on. And I've had so many women say to me, they may be successful in business. They say, I may be a boss at work, but when I'm with a man, I want to feel like a woman.
Have mercy.
We want to feel like
sir.
girls.
I get him.
I shouldn't have to sacrifice my femininity just because I'm a strong woman. I need a man who can step up to the plate and be the strong man to my strong woman. I'm not going to be any less strong, but I just need you to be that much stronger. Be a man.
Well, he hit the nail on the head for me. It's like I am making decisions all
day long.
I'm a business owner.
Yes.
I run the game.
Yes.
And I tell you what, I want to come home and I want you to tell me what we're doing.
Thank you.
I
And I want
cannot
it to
agree
be great.
more.
It doesn't have to be perfect, but your effort shows me
that you can be a man. And you know what, men? That turns us on. There is nothing sexier than a take charge man.
Yeah.
Because then if you can take charge with something as simple as plans, then we're not going to mind when you pull us by the back of the hair,
And, and if I have a plan in mind, trust me, you're going to hear it.
You're going to exactly.
I'm not going to be like, okay, Saturday night, we're going out. This is what I want to do.
Right.
I'm going to tell you.
Exactly.
I'm not going to keep it inside.
No, we're not doing any
if
of that.
If he says, hey, I'm picking you up at 8:30 a.m. dressed in golf clothes, and you're like, nah, boo, I ain't golfing today.
Then we'll let you know.
I felt like I wanted to go to Busch Gardens instead. You'll let him know. Trust me. But a little bit of a surprise.
Something.
Right. A little element of surprise is super sexy.
But you know what? When you tell men this, they think, that's being controlling. And I'm showing that I'm this nice, non-controlling guy. I'll let her make the decisions, really.
It was two girls that made us all bad. Like, I don't know what happened, but there was some girl out there who just became they can tell me what to do, and I don't have an opinion. And every man thinks that's the general woman.
And that's not it at all. Because we are getting, as women, as a gender, we are getting stronger. We are getting more. So, you know what? Man up.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Elliot, man up.
Absolutely. So show leadership, make decisions, take responsibility, be a man, because a woman really wants to look up to a man and admire him and respect him, but he's got to be worthy of it, and which means he's got to act like a man.
Absolutely.
I have a question.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
How do you feel about, since you're like the expert and whatnot, how do you feel about sharing the tab?
I hate it.
I don't like that idea.
That wasn't for me.
you. It was for Elliot.
I'm
Absolutely not.
Like, if you're in a committed relationship, at first I think the man should obviously take it, but I'm asking you, what do you think about that?
Well, I think once you're in a committed relationship, it's okay. But Elliot, what do you think?
I think the man should pay the bill. And you know what? It's not about money. People say, well, women make money. Why shouldn't they split the bill? It's really about making the woman feel special. When a man takes out a woman and he pays the bill, it makes her feel special. It makes her feel cherished. Even
like you're taking care of me.
Yes.
Just in a little
I don't need a man to take care of me, but I want to know that he can.
I took you out, and I'm paying the bill because you are special. I like you, and I want you to know going out with you is special.
Yes.
I feel
and it will pay you back in other ways afterwards.
Exactly.
You're
right.
You're paying. We're paying.
You know what?
Because ain't nothing for free these days.
A man that pays the bill, Angie, you're wild. But a man that pays the bill, like pretty much all the time, though, a woman, it makes us want to buy them special gifts.
It makes us want to do special things.
It makes us want to plan the special trips and do the things like you're saying. A man can be a man, but a woman can surprise a man in different ways.
Be a woman in the best possible way a man would want.
And the thing is, too, you will want to pay the tab. You'll grab that check sometimes. You will.
Absolutely,
because
girl.
you feel like, you know what? This man's taking care of me. Let me show him I can take care of him. I
Right.
really feel like,
Exactly.
and you do show up with those fun little gifts. And the guys, they go crazy for that
They
stuff.
really do, but it starts with a man being a man.
Yeah.
Elliot, where can we find your book? I saw that it's available on Amazon. Where else?
Okay, it's available on Amazon, both as a paperback and an ebook on Kindle.
Awesome.
And you can get it in bookstores, and if the store is sold out, just ask them, and they'll order it for you and get it to you pretty quickly. So So this is what you should do, women. Just get the book and give it to the man and tell him to read it.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm going to do it tonight because I'm going to do it tonight.
Absolutely. Pick up Elliot Katz's new book. He is the author of Being the Strong Man a Woman Wants. Timeless wisdom on being a man. Elliot, Mr. Katz, I cannot thank you enough for being on the show today.
Well,
thank you so much.
Your wisdom is amazing. You had the right answer for everything.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And you see why I brought him on?
Please,
I got this.
Buy this book.
This.
I gotta
do
meet
yourself
you.
a favor.
And I gotta meet you, by the way.
And women, buy this book for your men, because if you want them to be your hero, this is an instruction manual on how they can do it.
Yeah. Very true.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Elliot.
Okay, thank you.
You take care.
Take care.
All right, so we are back to why we love men. I want to talk really briefly about my gay men. And I'm bringing this up because, you know, I grew up in the theater. I've been in the theater since I was 7 years old. And so, like, being in Disney and doing Shakespeare in the Park in New York, like, my whole life I've been surrounded with gay men. And I absolutely love them because other than my amazing girlfriends, my gay friends, they make the best girlfriends.
They do.
They do. Let me tell you, gay men have an amazing... Okay, let me preface this by saying this might come off as a little stereotypical, and I'm doing a gross generalization, but for the most part, gay men have an amazing sense of fashion and style.
And even if their fashion is like subpar, they are so honest about your fashion. They're like, girl, I might not be a fashionista, but I watch Fashion Police, and that is not working.
Oh, my God. So, I watch Fashion Police.
I love it.
With my gay bestie. Absolutely. Every time. And we comment about Joan. And we always love Juliana. And George is amazing. And Kelly, oh, my God, she's killing it with her hair.
She really is. Yeah. Kelly Osbourne is doing amazing things. But I take gay men shopping all the time just because of that. And there was one time I took I'm not going to say his name, but I took my gay boyfriend shopping, and I put on this dress, and I was wearing a minimizer bra. So, you know, because I didn't need the girls to be all out on display that day. But I put on this dress, and he's like, look like pancakes. And I'm like, oh, yeah. If they don't look like pancakes, it's a minimizer bra. And the sales girl was laughing. I'm like, don't you laugh at him. You school him about it depends on the bra. And she's like, yeah, she's right. She's right. But
why would you minimize them?
Honest, though.
But they're that honest, and I appreciate it. Why would I minimize it? Because sometimes I just don't want all the attention the girls bring, and they bring a lot of attention.
You know what? I would
fabulous.
love it. I'm like praying for the day I actually get attention from my chest. I mean, I get all the writers like, are they there? I'm like, they are. Look, they're here. They're just petite, if you will.
That's hysterical.
Girl, I think they look great.
I think your boobs look great,
They look
too.
good from over here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
As a matter of fact, if you lowered your top just a little bit, then you would show.
I like that bra.
Sexy,
I know. Look at me.
Okay, we've gone somewhere else.
It was cheetah. It was cheetah for us. Cheetah, just so you know.
But I like to point out, though, yeah, absolutely. Our gay men, they give us a little bit of man,
right?
Just the right and just the right bit,
man, right? But they give us a lot of feminine. And here's the thing. Many gay men, they are serious about their physical fitness because they, too, are out there to attract men. So we can then relate.
Yes.
Right?
I completely agree.
And I will say that it was a gay man that taught me the finer mechanics of using my mouth on men.
Oh,
really?
Yes. I'm going to have to look him up.
No, it wasn't like a physical demonstration.
Different. Well, every guy is different,
though.
but
there are certain techniques. I mean, male parts are male parts. There's certain techniques that just work.
And we could all use a little help in that area.
Absolutely.
I mean,
I'm sure men would agree.
Help has never hurt anyone. I mean, I'll take the advice.
Exactly.
Because I love to be good at my
at your craft.
Yeah.
You got to be a student of your craft.
Because I'm out there playing the field, dodging bullets, you know.
And so are gay men. So now, and here's my last great thing about gay men that I absolutely love. They're just a good time.
Yeah,
they're just a good time.
Absolutely.
They're funny. Sometimes they're drama filled, but their drama is different from.
And they're dependable.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I love my gays. I love them. I praise my gay men. Hallelujah, bless you. All right, so I want to.
That's a good ending.
I want to get into really quick some hot topics. Cedric, that's your cue.
Hot topic.
There it is.
Okay.
Oh, goodness. I like it.
Right? Okay. So, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention in the news lately, but there is a crack-smoking mayor of Toronto.
Oh, my God.
Have you been...
Crack is good sometimes from what I hear. I've seen Discovery Channel. It's not bad.
Didn't he just hit his head into the camera? I saw all this crazy stuff.
Dude, this man... Okay, so the latest that I saw was two things. Number one, this crack-smoking mayor, he was interviewed by the media because one of his staffers accused him of saying... Good. Right? And he said, I don't know if I can say that. I told you to have the button ready, Cedric. So he he says to the cameras, I didn't say that. I would never say that. Why would I say something like that to her? I'm happily married. I have plenty to eat at home. Oh!
I love it. He is clever.
He's cracky. He's cracky.
So what?
Now let me
judge.
Okay. So no, I'm not judging. Listen, I am no one to judge. I went through my 20s. Whatever you want to do, go and do it and be you, boo-boo. But you know what, Mr. Undercover Crack Smoker, here's a tip. Don't show up at a school and start cursing in front of cameras and children.
Yeah.
We got a caller.
He totally let it loose. All right, we have a caller. Caller, you're on the air.
I love it. He is clever.
You're on the air. Turn your radio down, please.
Yes, please. Is that what that is in the background? I hear my own voice. That's annoying.
I'm sorry for letting you hear your own voice.
That's all right.
Oh, and that's why we love you, because you're apologetic.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, hi, and you're a man, too, so I like it.
Yeah, I am. I am a man.
Excellent. So what's on your mind?
Well, you know what? I think, I don't know if there's any interest in talking about why men love women, since you guys have been so gracious to do a show.
I like his style.
You know what? There is always an opportunity to talk about why men love women, but we only have a few minutes left, so if you want to give us your number one reason why you love women, we are all ears.
You know what? I think my number one reason that I love women, and this may sound a bit misogynistic, and I hope it doesn't. But,
go ahead. Bring it.
But I love women because they are beautiful specimens.
Go on.
We're artwork. I love it. That's why I love women, too.
They are. Women are much more exciting to look at than men are.
You know what? I love to look at a naked man, and I'm not even going to lie. And people say that's weird, but you know what? Don't judge me. I love a good naked man.
But you know what?
Is absolutely right.
I love a good naked woman, too.
Yeah, he is right.
Hold on. Talking to the caller, is it the curves? What is it that you're talking about?
Yeah.
You know what? I think the physique of a woman, when compared to the physique of a man, has so much more to appreciate.
Preach.
It's artistic.
Yes. It's curvaceous. There's so many things to look at and want to touch. I love looking at women.
What's your favorite female body part?
Yeah.
Right. My favorite female body part is probably, it's a cross between two. They are really, really close. But I think my favorite female body part is probably going to be the gluteus maximus.
Yes! Ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves an ass man.
Well, don't make me stand up, Boo.
Come on, I don't have.
I know. Listen, I don't have a lot either, but you know what? I will make mine work when I have to.
A close second are obviously female breasts.
Yeah.
I don't have either. Give me a break.
No,
Somebody
but
throw
listen,
me a bone.
I'll give you some of mine. Caller, thank you so much. What's your name?
Hey, my name is Dez.
Thank you so much for calling in. And listen, go to Facebook.com/Happy Hour with Dana Pepper and leave me your email address, and I'm going to send you tickets to Bourbon and Brew Fest on Saturday, okay?
Hey, thank you so much.
You're very welcome. All right, we've got just a couple minutes left, but I want to get into my last segment of the day, and that is... It doesn't matter what bar you're at or who you're with. Before the end of the night, someone always feels compelled to share with you their 2 cents worth of a drunken ramble.
Drunken ramble.
Oh, God. And here's mine. Thanksgiving. So far this month, I've shown my appreciation and given thanks to charitable organizations, to therapists, and now to men. And, of course, we're all thankful for the most obvious of blessings, our family, our friends, but there are so many other things for which I am thankful. For instance, rainy days.
Why?
Rainy days give me an excuse to be lazy.
Love it.
And I enjoy that. Number 2, wine.
Hello. Yeah.
Because it's wine. And
Clink,
it exists in my world, and I love it. All right. Number 3, Facebook. Yes, Facebook.
Really?
Because Facebook gives me something to do while I'm sitting at red lights. Yes, right? And
true.
red lights used to give me road rage. So I really appreciate Facebook for that. And next, vibrators.
Oh, my God, yes.
Because no matter what, my battery-operated boyfriend has never let me down.
Ever.
I love you, Bob.
And if he does, I'm at Walgreens, get in the next set of batteries.
There you go. And finally, and most importantly, random acts of kindness.
Oh, absolutely, girl.
yeah.
Because random acts of kindness remind me that the best things in life are sometimes small and they get overlooked. But I'm reminded to appreciate.
I love that.
Yeah, very true.
Absolutely everything.
So true.
And for that, I am truly thankful.
It reminds you, too, that people are actually good.
They can be. Absolutely.
And it hurts sometimes because sometimes you just remember the bad.
But you got to remember the good, especially now.
No, absolutely.
So
and people inherently, they are good.
Absolutely.
They want to be it. Absolutely.
They want to be. All right, so that's going to do it for this edition of Happy Hour. If you have something to share about why you love men or what you're thankful for, post a comment on Facebook.com/Happy Hour with Dana Pepper. Don't forget to like the fan page. And if you leave me your email address, I'll send you tickets to Bourbon and Brew Fest.
Awesome.
Special thanks to my sponsors, the Center Club, Baldwin Racing, and A.L. Saland Insurance. Get more information on them on my website, danapepper.com. And thank you so much to my girls. To Jen and Angie for chilling with me today. And thank you, everyone out there, for tuning into Happy Hour. All right, my toast for the day. To all the good men, for all the right reasons, we love you.
We love you.
Happy Thanksgiving. Cheers.
Cheers.
WTAN, Clearwater, Tampa Bay. WDCF, Dade City, Tampa Bay. WZHR, Zephyr Hills, Tampa Bay.